the unacceptable behaviors you've been tolerating. Have you ever been told something like, "Wow, you actually look good today. What happened?" Or maybe, "I didn't expect you to get that job." Or even, "You're actually not that dumb." Then you walk away feeling drained, disrespected, and wondering, was I just manipulated? If that sounds familiar, congratulations. You're exactly the kind of person this world loves to take advantage of. And when you show any disapproval, they call you too sensitive. If you keep tolerating these 5 disgusting behaviors, they'll walk all over you like a doormat, with a welcome sign tattooed on your forehead. As the philosopher Seneca once said, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." That means you waste your life putting up with crap like you've got 1,000 years to fix it. You don't, so let's fix it today. I'll show you how to level up so far. They'll need Google Maps just to find your energy again. Let's dive into 5 behaviors that are straight up unacceptable. 1. Backhanded compliments and just joking sarcasm. You know that friend who says, "Wow, you actually look good today. FOR once." Or, "Must be nice having so much free time to hit the gym." Some of us work. Then they immediately gaslight you. "Oh, relax. It's just a joke." That's not a joke. That's a coward throwing punches with a smile. People who constantly hit you with just playing sarcasm are testing your self-worth. Every joke is a jab to see if you'll laugh it off and stay small. Because if you call them out, they'll say, "Wow, someone's sensitive." You know what's sensitive? Your tolerance. You've trained yourself to swallow micro-abuse just to keep the peace. And that peace? It's fake. So is the person. Next time they joke, stare them down and say, "You say that a lot. Is there something you're actually trying to say?" 2. The guilt trippers. These are the emotional blackmailers. You try to set a boundary, and they react like you just committed a war crime. You cancel plans to rest. They say, "Wow, I guess I'm not important anymore." You take a break from texting. They reply, "Glad to know I'm so forgettable." You don't help with their 59th crisis of the week. They sigh, "I just thought you were a real friend." Listen, manipulation wrapped in victimhood is still manipulation. They want control. And if they can't force you, they'll guilt you into it. If you keep responding to that guilt, you're not being kind. You're being emotionally mugged by a sad puppy face. Next time, hit them with this: "If my no offends you more than your expectations burden me." This relationship is already dead. 3. The fake cheerleaders who compete with you. Let me say this straight. If they only show up when you're losing, but disappear when you're winning, they're not your friend. These are the fake cheerleaders with secret egos. When you fail, they're suspiciously supportive. When you succeed, they ghost you. Or worse, they say, "Must be nice." Some of us aren't that lucky. Then they accuse you of changing since you got the job. They might even get petty. Just don't forget where you came from. Tell them, "Buddy, I didn't forget. That's exactly why I'm not going back." Not everyone is happy when you grow, especially those who are comfortable with your struggle. Cut ties with anyone who feels threatened by your glow-up. Real ones don't compete with you. They clap for you. Taking back your power. Welcome back. We've covered 3 unacceptable behaviors: backhanded compliments, guilt trips, and fake cheerleaders. Now let's dive into the final 2 and what to do when you've had enough. 4. One-sided conversations. Ever had a friend who tells you everything? Trauma dumps, life updates, work problems, then disappears when you need a shoulder. Or when you speak, they zone out, like your words of elevator music. That's not a friendship. That's emotional colonization. They just want a free therapist with no license. And you keep showing up like you're running a free clinic for the emotionally constipated. When conversations feel one-sided, cut it off by saying, "I've noticed we only talk when it's about you. Can we make this mutual? Or should I stop wasting my breath?" 5. Boundary bullies. These people will gaslight you by saying, "You're so difficult these days. You set a boundary. You say no. You ask for space." And what happens? They accuse you of being cold, distant, different. Yes, you're different. It's called self-respect. And it's triggering their lack of control. These people love the version of you that bent over backwards, kept quiet, and never said no. The moment you stop being a doormat, they call you selfish, because your growth makes them uncomfortable. Look them dead in the eyes and say, "Growth isn't selfish. It's just inconvenient for people who benefited from your lack of it." If you're tolerating these behaviors, your self-worth is bleeding out quietly in the background. You don't even realize how much energy it's sucking from your life. But here's the good news. Once you start calling it out, your entire life changes. You'll attract better people, keep your energy intact, and finally live like someone who values themselves. How to respond when toxic people cross the line. Recognizing red flags isn't enough. You have to respond like someone who's done playing the nice guy in a horror movie. 1. Set boundaries. Like a bouncer, you don't owe everyone access to you, your time, your energy, your peace. These are VIP passes, not public property. If someone keeps overstepping, don't negotiate like a confused intern. Be blunt, be clear, be done. Say it like this: "This is my boundary. If you keep ignoring it, I'll distance myself." Say it like you mean it, or don't say it at all. And don't feel guilty. You're not being mean. You're finally acting like your life matters. 2. Stop trying to fix grown adults. Some of you have a God complex. You're trying to heal everyone, fix their trauma, and be their personal savior. People show you who they are. If someone's manipulative, dismissive, or energy draining, don't turn them into a project. They're not a school assignment. They're a walking headache. You fix broken phones, not broken people who enjoy being broken. 3. Master the power of the silent exit. You don't have to throw a parade every time you cut someone off. You don't owe them a 12-slide presentation on your emotional trauma. Some exits are best made quietly, especially when you've repeatedly told them how they treat you. No drama, no back and forth, no closure. Most times, closure is a scam. People don't want closure, they want access. They want a chance to guilt trip you back into being useful. Your peace shouldn't be up for discussion. 4. Act like you're the prize, because you are. Every time you tolerate disrespect, you signal that you're desperate for company. You're not a clearance rack item. You're a damn luxury. And luxury doesn't chase, it waits to be earned. The next time someone makes you question your worth, don't argue. Remove yourself. The strongest flex isn't confrontation, it's elevation. 5. Expect resistance. The moment you start enforcing boundaries, the snakes will hiss. People will say you've changed. They'll act like you're cold. They'll test you again and again. Growth doesn't come with applause, it comes with pushback. But it also comes with peace, self-respect, and a life where you don't feel like an emotional janitor cleaning up everyone else's mess. Your peace is expensive. Your energy is sacred. Your time is non-refundable. Stop giving front row seats to people who wouldn't even clap for you. You've got one life. You either spend it people-pleasing or people-cleansing. The choice is yours. Comment of the day. From a user named Soulful Alex. I didn't expect to get called out like this on a random Tuesday. My spine cracked from carrying guilt that wasn't even mine. Spine crack. That's the receipt for all the nonsense you've been holding on to. You should be proud. I know I am.